This is a story about Jason, an innocent young 14-year-old who was first met by a team of missionaries from Youth with a Mission, who upon entering his community, one of the missionaries had in his heart to help Jason go back to school. He told him that he would go back in 1 year, but when he went back, Jason was nowhere to be found. He searched for him at his uncle's, where he had went to go to school, but no success. Over 7 years later, Well of Life Community Development Inc. was conducting human trafficking awareness in Jason's community, and Jason's mother, with tears in her eyes, opened up and shared that Jason had been enticed to work in the gold mines. Her youngest daughter was 14 years old and already pregnant, and her oldest daughter was lured into working in Manila. Jeffrey contacted Jason and was able to get him to come to Davao. The next morning they bought flowers and food, and they went, and Jason was reunited with his mother. Jason recalled the hardships that he faced from age 15 to 19, working in the mines. He was the one responsible for putting dynamite and blasting the holes. He'd witnessed before his eyes his friends dying from the shrapnel. He said that God had protected him daily. He recalled the times when there'd be boys as young as 9 years old working with him in the mines. He never had the feeling of living in a community where he felt welcomed and loved as he went from village to village. His parents were not there, his family was not there. This was a glorious day when he could be reunited and together with the ones whom he loved. Jason told the missionary that he had had a feeling that he would one day return and find him. Jason was very excited at the possibilities that he could go back to school through the alternative learning system and write an equivalency test, and upon passing may be able to go for further education. Jason said that he wanted to bring the throne of God to his community, and that he wanted to live and work at Well of Life so that he could continue to seek God and reach out to others. Since November 2012, Jason began to live at Well of Life. He's been ministered to by short-term missionaries coming to the Philippines, and Jason has been involved in ministry, teaching children the Word of God. He has such a burden and a heart and compassion for these children as he shares to them his testimony and encourages them to stay in school and not fall down the same path as him. He's involved in feeding programs at Well of Life when they go to the mountain and rural communities, and he has such a heart for serving. At the end of 2012, Hurricane Pablo rocked many communities in Mindanao. Jason was able to help organize an association to provide roofing sheets to fix the roofs of destroyed houses. Jason also helped give food and tracts out the back of a truck as we drove and ministered to the families that have suffered from loss of family members. Jason is growing, and the joy of the Lord is in him. We've had many times of family fellowship. This past summer, Jason was a leader in Well of Life's youth camp, where he was able to minister to the young people and share his testimony and the love of God. Jason assisted for his first time baptisms, as many youth were baptized on 2 different occasions. They look up to him. Jason enjoys helping teach organic farming to the farmers, and also visiting Well of Life's patients in the hospital to give them hope. Jason is always quick to work hard. We were able to distribute Bibles to a church where the Bibles they had were torn and old. Jason is at the beginning of a new journey. A new day has dawned, and he feels at home with the Well of Life family. They just recently celebrated his 21st birthday, where in tears he explained that this was the first time he ever received a birthday cake. He is one of the family, and one of the many that well of life is a privilege to have.